How did you attract and address your audience? Initially, to attract our audience, we used the setting of an ordinary house to give a sense of realism in a domestic life, creating a sense of verisimilitude, making the audience believe the storyline could happen to them, with the location helping the narrative seem more realistic. With the main protagonist being an elderly man, just like Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and Sunset Boulevard, Adrian has become a source for horror films. Although still rather underestimated, that an elderly character tends not to be the main protagonist in films, if they are even mentioned in the film. Also, having the film be a young woman having the complete power shift from a stereotypical horror character would attract the audience as it stands out from other psychological films. With horror films, sound tends to be the key ingredient of a cinematic horror, and therefore tends to promote even more emotion in the scene by creating a specific emotion. Although there is a diverse range in the music that can be used throughout a horror film, sound tends to lead you on to what's happening next in the scene and something to look out for. Before the actor says anything, the audience knows the fate is going to be based on the type of music that is being played in the background. The music sets a tone but does not give away how the event is going to unfold. Another fact that we believe addresses our audience is the fact that curiosity is left after watching the first 2 minutes. After the 2 minutes does not give much away and gives off a lot of questions. For instance, the relationship between the two main characters shown, in which people would want to continue on watching and finding out what truly happens to them. Having a jump scare at the end of our opening builds an adrenaline rush in people. Having the jump scare so early on in the film makes the audience suspect a lot more for the film. At our showcase, we had the chance to get anonymous feedback, but also a chance to get verbal feedback on the video footage, where we got to ask questions about the clip they just saw. The anonymous sheet said that 37 people said as an extra comment that they are extremely curious to find out what will be happening in the next part, and which they wanted to continue on watching the rest of the film, going along with the main purpose of a 2-minute opening. Also, a lot of people wrote that they really enjoyed the music and the jump scare from our clip. Here is our verbal comments from the people saying if they would continue watching the film and what they liked about it.
I enjoyed it. It took a while for me to gather what was actually going on, but as the story progressed, it kind of unrevealed what was actually going to happen and stuff like that. Yeah, I wanted to find out more about the old man, about his story. Why was Lauren even there? Why was she? Yeah.
I really liked it. It was really scary and there was a lot of tension and suspense. I liked the way the camera kept going around the man's face like this. Yeah, I was really curious. What's going to happen next?
I think I want more. I want to see more because it left there at a point where I wanted to know what's going to happen next. So if it was long, I would have kept watching. But the blinking part was really good. It did scare me. Maybe if there was going to be more of that would be nice. Quick cuts to the other scene with the woman playing the piano.
It was a really good ending. I don't have any criticism.
I really liked it. I don't have any criticisms. I really don't.
No.
My favourite part of the film was when the shot was getting closer to the picture as it was getting closer to Lauren, and then when she lifted her eyes up to the camera, and then the noise was like really loud. It was really like dramatic. And
It was so sudden that it did make me jump.
It betrayed the genre of horror. Yeah, that was.
I found the editing really good. Obviously, you guys captured shots well.